Literally before we pressed record, and Adam said, "I'm so excited, I can't sit still." I think he feels like little Alfie at Christmas or something. I don't know,
mate. Seriously,
Adam,
I just before you came on there, mate. I had to the clock fell off the wall. I've just been madly hoovering up and trying to clean up before the missus gets back, mate.
I'm trying to make her not see the mess.
Yeah, that's exactly it, mate.
Listen,
that game had everything.
How did that fall off the wall? Just in mad celebration from Greenwood to brilliance, Martial brilliance, Bruno brilliance.
Yeah, a mixture of that. Mike Dean, United having meltdowns at the back, but yeah, it was just a crazy, enjoyable game, mate. I'm just happy to watch some exciting football.
It was very exciting, wasn't it? I mean, look, we can start at Mason Greenwood, but I'm sure a load of people are going to do that on the fan cams. I just want to talk about just the front, just our attack in general, Adam. Like, going forward, we just look like we can create chances at will. And I don't know about you, even going 1-0 down, I was still like, I was angry because of the manner of it and the nature of it, but I still was like, we'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the way it makes you feel now, doesn't it? When you've got everyone fit. That front three have played 3 games together now in a row. In them 3 games that they've played together, what's that? 11 goals in the 3 Premier League games that they've started. First time I think they've started together, that is. And that's 11 goals. That's 56 goals between the 3 of them this season. And they've hardly played together, mate. Greenwood's hardly started a game. We're talking the best forward line in the world here. You can argue individual players, Aguero, certain forwards, Vardy, maybe, the way seasons he's having. But as a forward line, there is no one better in terms of the stats and the goals at the moment. And you know what? If we'd had them all 3 of them playing as many games as what Liverpool's front 3 have played all season, the numbers would have been frightening, mate. But that all comes down to what's behind them and the creativity in midfield as well. So that's got to be brought into it, I think, as well, because the chances that they're getting, mate, they know they're coming back and they're probably going to get another 4 or 5 in the game, mate. So that's the confidence that our midfield now gives the forward line as well. And it's, you know what, mate, it's good to watch and it's confidence building because, like you said, there were issues at the back today, but going forward, you know you've always got a chance now. And that's what we didn't have previously, mate. We just didn't see that in the previous managers.
100%. I mean, you look at the chances that we're creating and look, clearly Bruno at the centre of many of them. Pogba as well from deep, just playing unbelievable balls. Set Luke Shaw through today. He could have got himself a goal from that Pogba ball, which was brilliant. And just, you know what it is? It's the supply line, like you said, to the front 3, not just to Martial in terms of getting him a shot at goal, but the supply line to the wingers in Rashford and Greenwood, just giving him that chance to whip a ball in or the overlap from both sides on the fullbacks. Like, we just go forward with such intent now, almost to the point where now maybe the back 4 are getting a little bit complacent and starting to take the eye off the ball because they think, oh, Bruno's just going to go and do something, which, in the longer term, we obviously don't want that. And we, Ollie will definitely be speaking to them after that performance. Is more so, not so much Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, because I thought they was all right, but with Harry Maguire, De Gea and Lindelof actually did okay, to be fair, but Harry Maguire and Lindelof will know they messed up today, which can happen, and that is a bit of a concern long term. But I mean, just going forward, it's just all falling into place.
Yeah, it's options, mate. You nailed it in once there. The word that you use is intent. Intent. It's like, because the midfielders that are getting the ball off the back 4 have the intent of only moving forward. I said, someone made a comment, I think it was on BBC last week, Bruno Fernandes. He looks like he gets angry when he has to play a ball square or backwards. He just has that look on his face, and it's like, why have you not got maybe an option? Why is there no option in front of me? This is a disgrace. But that's what, I mean, that feeds, and they've all nailed it. All the pundits have pretty much said the same thing, and I say it all the time, the influence that players have. I've never seen a man more influential for just arriving at a football club since Eric Cantona, mate. That's how good, and that's how.
Is it that? That's not an overreaction. That's not.
No, is it, mate?
See it for a year. This is the type of impact he's had.
16 games, mate, unbeaten. Yeah, and look at the goals going forward, mate. Would we have had this many goals going forward with Bruno in the team?
No.
I mean, look at the teams that we've played since we've been back. What have we had since we've been back? Is it 5 games? Is it 5 games?
Brighton, Sheffield United, Norwich.
4 in the league and 1 in the cup.
Yeah.
Man of the match for every opposition that we've played has been the goalkeeper. So, you know what I mean? That says it all. I mean, the goalkeeper today, it should have been double figures, mate. Should have been double figures today. And that's like you said there, the intent and just how fast we transition the ball now. That word transition, I can't remember how many fan cams we've done, mate, over the last, four years. I don't think we've even been doing them 4 years, actually. But after each game,
I don't know the years, 4 years.
After each game, mate. But that word transition from back to, we need that link. There's no one to take the ball from the defense to bring it to the forward line. There's no spine there in the team. Well, I tell you what, mate, that spine now, but for a couple of mishaps, which we'll probably discuss with the defense and that, normally has been tip-top recently. That forward line, especially down the middle, and then the interchange from all three players. But look at where the goals came from. They're all from different sides as well. You know what I mean? If it's not Rashford getting on the end of Wan-Bissaka, unfortunately, it got disallowed. It's a Bruno free kick. We've got set-piece players now all over the pitch. You've got Martial scoring an absolutely world-class goal from the wing.
What a goal.
And then Greenwood with either foot again, both top bins. I mean, the continuity between the three. I mean, I just listened to Ollie talking about it there. He says they're all really good mates. You can tell. They're just bouncing off each other now. And it looks like it's fun to play for Manchester United.
There's the big thing. Smiles on faces. And even just with fans, as fans, like, we're enjoying watching this team. Yes, the back four, what were we playing at certain times, but we're just enjoying seeing this free-flowing, attacking football, chances created, goals being scored, near misses, people trying things, nobody playing safe. It's great to watch.
It is, mate. It is. I mean, I'm annoyed because we're not there to see the best football that we've played in 7 years, that we're not allowed to get in the stadium, mate. Because that's all that's missing right now. But I said it before we actually kicked off again. This lockdown is only going to favour Manchester United. It's only going to benefit us. We are more equipped with a fully fit squad, better than anyone else. People were laughing at me. I'm looking at, since we've been back, the amount of goals we've scored, mate. When we've got options going forward and when we've got a supply line like we have from front to back, then, we can take any team on, any team, mate. And it's, like I said, 56 goals between three players who've hardly played in a game together all season.
There's been a lot of injuries, and then obviously Mason not starting because it's his first breakthrough season. It's a whole contender of things why they haven't had that fluidity. But it looks now, I mean, look, I was being a bit silly because I was so excited, but I tweeted, do we even need Sancho? Obviously we do.
Mate, that question's come up. The only reason we need them players is because when one of these players gets injured, our issue is strength in depth, but quality in depth. That's our problem.
Because it's weird, because if Greenwood's playing like this, and look, I know it's like this little period, but that's what, 15 goals for him this season now, I think?
16.
Something like that.
16 he's got.
16 goals, right? If he starts off next season like that, it's kind of harsh just bringing in Sancho and just going Mason. I know we still got to relax, and he's young, and Sancho's only a year older. They're both young, but they're both good enough. So really, actually, it's just that competition for places, having world-class players in the positions, 2 in each.
This is like I've said, mate. I'm an advocate of you earn your spot in the team. No one gets in this team right now unless someone else drops out injured or has had an obviously really poor game. That's not happening with anyone right now. And you know what? If Sancho came in right now, if he was in the squad right now, I wouldn't put him ahead of Bruno. I wouldn't put him ahead of Greenwood, sorry. He wouldn't get in ahead of Greenwood. Just off now.
He might get in ahead of Rashford, he said.
No, he wouldn't. You don't break up a winning team, mate. It's not. Saeed's very young, isn't he? He's very young. He's got to get a little bit longer in the tooth, and he'll understand what I'm saying. But do not break. Rashford's just playing himself in. Don't forget, Rashford should have had an assist today for a world-class ball.
Brilliant
to Bruno. Bruno messed that one up. You know what? It's forgotten about because there's so much going on in a game like this. But you know what? He's growing into it. He had one disallowed. He scored a penalty. He had one assist that should have been there with Bruno missing that. So his overall contribution to the game was excellent again today. Yeah. But what I'm liking now in that is it's like Martial didn't do much. But when we need him, oh my God, that's what I wanted to see from Martial. I said, don't care what you do all game, mate. But I need my number 9 to come up when I need him. And you know what? He put the game to bed. Greenwood, you could argue, did in the second half with that fourth goal after we were stupid at the start of the second. But Martial's third goal, you're walking into half-time, everyone's got the feet up, the kettle's on, and we're chilled out again.
Which probably was kind of maybe the problem coming out in the second half, maybe.
Mate, it was. I looked at that defensive lapse today as United were playing Bournemouth, a team that, it's like the defence knew that no matter what they did, this forward line would get them out of jail. That's what it seemed to be like.
To finish off, you don't think it's anything more than that. You're not worried.
No, I mean, to be honest, mate, in previous games, our defence has been solid apart from the odd mistake here and there, like the Tottenham game. De Gea on the near post. Real slaughtered him, didn't he, a little bit again. But
he was right, though.
He was right, mate. There was only one place that Stanislas was going to put that ball, because De Gea put it on a plate for him. But, you know what I mean? Like I said, the positives massively outweigh, and people will come on and say, yeah, if it was a better team, we'd have been... Our Reds would have been a lot more screwed on. Don't forget, this is the same back line that played against City as well.
Yeah.
And that was in the pressure cooker when we weren't playing it as well. They absolutely shut City down. So when there's a better team in front of us, let's not take it for granted and go, better teams there would have been battered today. But come on, let's get serious about it now. If we had a better opposition in front of us, we'd have been a lot more switched on.
100%.
We went in there today, and you know what? That was just like mates playing on the field against a load of lads that were playing the other side of the field. You want lads? You want a game? Let's just have a game of football.
It was good. Listen,
and it was just good to watch, mate. Good to
finish off. Who was your man of the match?
Mason Greenwood, mate. Today, absolutely outstanding performance from that lad today.
He was brilliant. Listen, Adam, I'll see you on the player ratings as per usual.
Looking forward to it, mate. See you later, mate.